Call this regular meeting of the Waukee City Council to order. Will everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Becky, will you please do roll call?
Mayor Clark.
Here.
Councilmember Battenberg.
Here.
Councilmember Crone.
Here.
Councilmember Grove.
Here.
Councilmember Pierce.
Here.
Councilmember Sinclair.
Here.
Agenda item D is open forum. Open forum is the time for anyone here tonight to address the council on any subject over which the council has the authority to act or on any item on the agenda other than a public hearing. If anyone here tonight wishes to address the council and voice any comments or concerns, please approach the podium or raise your hand. If you're participating via Zoom, you can click on the raise hand icon located in the reactions controls.
There are no hands raised in Zoom.
Okay, open forum is closed. Agenda item E is agenda approval. Can I get a motion? Move to approve. Second. Any discussion? Please vote.
Councilmember Crone.
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair.
Yes.
Councilmember Grove.
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg.
Yes.
Agenda item G1 is a public hearing on the disposal of certain property interests pursuant to Iowa Code Section 364.7. I now declare this public hearing open. Becky, have we received any written correspondence on this?
No, none received in the city clerk's office.
Thank you. Brad?
It's me. Thank you, Mayor. Earlier this year, the citizens of Waukee voted to approve for the sale of the Waukee Municipal Gas Utility to Mid-American Energy, and that is scheduled to take place this Wednesday, October 22nd. As a part of the closing on the utility, there are some real estate interests that the city has that this public hearing is being held to dispose of, specifically a town border station that is located up in Granger that serves the Waukee Municipal Gas Utility, as well as several interests in gas utility easements that are just specific to the gas utility itself. With that being said, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Does anyone here tonight, either in the council chambers or on Zoom, wish to address the council and voice their comments or questions on this particular public hearing item? If so, please approach the podium, or if participating via Zoom, please click on the raise hand icon.
There are no hands raised in Zoom.
Does council have any questions at this time? Now declare this public hearing closed. Agenda item G2 is a public hearing on an ordinance granting to Mid-American Energy Company a non-exclusive franchise to provide and furnish natural gas and associated system facilities within the city limits of the city of Waukee, Iowa. I now declare this public hearing open. Becky, have we received any correspondence?
No, none in the city clerk's office.
Thank you. Brad?
Thank you, Mayor. Again, subject to closing of the Waukee Municipal Gas Utility to Mid-American Energy, we are recommending approval of a franchise agreement with Mid-American Energy. That agreement lays out parameters for providing gas service to the Waukee area, as well as those requirements for service, construction practices, communication requirements, as well as data sharing. And as referenced within the item, it is a 25-year agreement. This will be fairly similar to the franchise fee agreement that we also have with Mid-American for the electric utility. Staff would recommend holding the public hearing. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Does anyone here tonight, either in the council chambers or on Zoom, wish to address the council and voice their comments or questions on this particular public hearing item? If so, please approach the podium, or if participating via Zoom, click on the raise hand icon.
There are no hands raised in Zoom.
Okay. Does council have any questions at this time? And I declare this public hearing closed. Agenda item H1, consideration of approval of a resolution authorizing the disposal of real estate in accordance with Iowa Code Section 364.7. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Brad?
Yes, Mayor, nothing more to add on this item. Staff is recommending approval of the resolution, which would be the city's interest in the real estate as well as gas utility easements as referenced in the resolution.
Thank you. Any comments? Okay, please vote.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair.
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Agenda item H2, consideration of approval of an ordinance granting Mid-American Energy Company, its successors and assigns the right and franchise, it's a Monday, guys, bear with me, franchise to acquire, construct, erect, maintain, and operate in the city of Waukee, Iowa, natural gas system facilities and to furnish and sell natural gas to the city and its inhabitants for a period of 25 years pursuant to Iowa Code Section 364.2. This is an introduction and a first reading.
Introduce the ordinance and move to approve the first reading and title only.
Second. Brad.
Thank you, Mayor. Again, this is the ordinance to establish the franchise agreement with Mid-American Energy for the natural gas utility. Staff would recommend waiving the second and third reading on this and placing on final passage here tonight, just due to the timing of the closing of the utility for this Wednesday, October 22nd. So our recommendation would be to amend your motion and second to reflect waiving the second and third reading.
I amend my motion and introduce the ordinance, move to approve the first reading of the ordinance and title only, waive the second and third readings and place on final passage.
Second. Okay. Any questions? All right, please vote.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
I'm going to go off script here for a second because this is the culmination of like
Mhm.
3 years worth of work. And so I just want to take a half a second to say thank you to our incredible staff for all of their work in getting this across the finish line. So thank you.
Yeah, Mayor, one more comment.
Yeah.
I failed to mention, we also do have representation from Mid-American here tonight. I just wanted to acknowledge his presence, but I would echo your comments, particularly to Rudy and his team, as well as Linda and Steve, related to this project. We'll call it a project because it has been a multi-year project, and I think we're all glad to see it come to completion.
I feel like we should do more to celebrate that, that 3 years worth of work is getting to the end, but we will move on to item I1 instead. I1 is consent agenda, part 1. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve?
Second.
Any discussion? Please vote.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
I2 is the consent agenda, part 2. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Second. Any discussion?
I will be abstaining due to professional conflicts, plural this time.
Thank you, Charlie. All right, please vote.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Abstain.
Item I3, consideration of approval of an ordinance to amend Chapter 52 noise control by repealing the current chapter in its entirety and enacting in lieu thereof Chapter 52 noise control. This is an introduction and first reading.
I introduce the ordinance and move to approve the first reading and title only.
Second?
Thank you. Chief?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I don't get to see you all the time, so you can use that as your celebratory for the gas sale. The Chapter 52 noise control ordinance amendments, Becky brought forward some changes, mainly to grammar, language, and alignment of the code, as well as aligning the code with definitions by state code so that they don't fluctuate between our city code and state code. After reviewing that, I identified a couple other sections that I would have liked to have seen some change in and visited with Steve on those. Particularly, again, the alignment of definitions, clarifying sound emitted from any device, not just a vehicle. because the vehicle is described in or defined in state code and is very specific. Then the last two things that are more of a significant change are, first of all, 5204, number 11, which addresses noise from vehicles. Currently, we get quite a few complaints. I've actually had two in the last week about these, they call them muffler poppers, but it's when the car sounds like it's backfiring. That currently does not violate city code because city code references a defective muffler or a bypass, and these are operating as
Intentional.
intended. They're manufactured to do that. So this code amendment would change that to prevent excessive noise or noise outside of what that vehicle comes from the manufacturer with, which would then give us some enforcement power on the backside to address some of these rather obnoxious poppers. The second part of that is 5204 under number 17. This has to do with maximum sound levels. Current code says that the operator of sound equipment shall not exceed certain decibel levels based on time and location. But the problem with that is it does not hold responsible the property owner or the manager of the property. So it's the actual person operating that device. And so if you think about, a party or a restaurant or a house, the person that owns the restaurant, house, or that's running the party isn't responsible. It's the actual band or the person operating that device. And so this code amendment would wrap in some responsibility for the person that allows that to happen, but may not be actually operating. And both Steve and I felt like that was probably a good code section to include from the standpoint of making sure that our residents are safe and happy. So I'm happy to take any questions you might have.
Thank you. Are there any questions? All right, thank you. Please vote.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Item I4, consideration of approval of an ordinance to amend chapter 150 trees by repealing the current chapter in its entirety and enacting in lieu thereof, chapter 150 trees. This is also an introduction and a first reading.
Introduce the ordinance and move to approve the first reading in title only.
Okay. Matt.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The changes that we're recommending are very minor amendments to Chapter 150, the tree ordinance. The three sections that we're adding is the addition of a tree board as a subcommittee under the Park Board, addition of tree inventory utilizing our GIS department, and cross-referencing the landscape and tree requirements in Chapter 161. These are all amendments that were recommended in order to apply to become a Tree City USA community, in which we will apply for that designation in November. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
I was hoping he'd say the tree board was a branch.
It does
Or
seem like a
rename it
missed
the
opportunity.
Lorax something.
All right.
Do we have enough time to get through the three readings before you have to submit? Okay.
All right. Please vote.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Item I5, consideration of approval of an ordinance to amend chapter 169 zoning ordinance, City of Waukee, Iowa by rezoning certain property from R2 and R2/PD1 to R2/PD1 and R2. Parcel known as Castleton Point. This is a third and final reading.
Move to approve the third reading of the ordinance in title only and place it on final passage.
Second.
Seth?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The property is located south of University Avenue and east of T Avenue. It's just a little bit west of our Public Works facility. It's the area outlined in blue on the screen. Just little pockets right here. It contains 3.94 acres total. The request is to rezone the property for future single-family development. Staff recommends approval of the third reading of the rezoning, and I would be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Does council have any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
right. Item I6 for Kettlestone Central North Phase 2. I6A, consideration of approval of a resolution approving revised preliminary plat. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Second. Melissa.
So I'm going to go ahead and present both of these, the revised preliminary plat and the construction drawings at the same time. The owner is Kettlestone Central LC and the applicant is Jensen Group. The property is located south of Southeast Pleasant View Drive and east of Grand Prairie Parkway. It's outlined in blue on the screen. It contains 33.47 acres in area. The property is zoned K-RR Kettlestone Retail Regional District. The original preliminary plat for the property, let me go to the next slide so you can see the layout of the preliminary plat. The original preliminary plat for the property was approved by City Council in October of 2023. Since then, the developer has decided to revise the original preliminary plat. The changes include removing the regional detention and requiring the individual lots to provide their own stormwater management. The street layouts are the same. Essentially, the lot layouts are fairly the same too, minus the outlots for stormwater. The preliminary plat includes a total of 13 outlots for future commercial development. The outlots range in size from 1.55 acres to 3.61 acres in area. The plat will include one new street, and it's that north-south street right here, kind of located in the center of the plat. That will be a public street. 10-foot wide trail exists along the east side of Grand Prairie Parkway and also the south side of Southeast Pleasant View Drive. 10-foot wide trail will be installed along the west side of Southeast Glacier Trail adjacent to the plat. Public utilities will be extended throughout the plat. Staff recommends approval of both the revised preliminary plat and the construction drawings, and I would be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Does council have any questions?
Maybe just a little bit of explanation. I mean, I understand the obvious benefit of then not having to manage like an association to maintain a regional detention pond, but what else? I mean, what other would?
I'm not
Either
sure
reason.
what the
Okay.
reasoning was behind it, but my
Okay.
guess is probably maintenance and ownership
Okay.
responsibilities.
Okay.
And it won't change the overall retention requirements.
No, they'll still be required, held up to the same.
Yeah. Okay.
requirements.
No, I was just curious if there was another reason. Okay.
Perfect. This is not a public comment item. All right, please vote.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Item I6B, consideration of approval of a resolution approving construction drawings for Southeast Danbury Place public improvements. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
I have nothing further to add, but I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Any questions? All right, please vote.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
All right, item I7 for the Giles Property Plat 1. I7A, consideration of approval of resolution approving preliminary plat. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Melissa?
Same thing for this one. I'll go ahead and present on both the preliminary plat and the construction drawings. The owner and applicant is Bricktown Piper LC. The property is located south of Southeast University Avenue and east of Grand Prairie Parkway. It's just a little north of the last one that we were looking at. Contains 51.68 acres in area. The property is in the process. Actually, the last meeting, it was the third and final reading for the rezoning. So it was just recently rezoned to K-RR Kettlestone Retail Regional District. The preliminary plat includes, go to the next slide here. So that's the preliminary plat includes a total of 10 outlots for future commercial development. The outlots range in size from 2 acres to just under 10 acres in area. The plat will include an extension of Southeast Glacier Trail. A 10-foot wide trail exists along the east side of Grand Prairie Parkway, and a 10-foot wide trail will be installed along the south side of Southeast Glacier Trail. A trail connection to the existing trail and underpass at Grand Prairie Parkway will be constructed. 5-foot wide sidewalks will be installed adjacent to all other lots with individual lot development. Public utilities will be extended throughout the plat. Staff recommends approval of both the preliminary plat and the construction drawings, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions? All right, please vote.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Item I7B, consideration of approval of a resolution approving construction drawings. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Melissa, anything further?
I have nothing further to add. I'd be happy to
Thank
answer
you.
any questions.
Are there any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Item I8, consideration of approval of a resolution approving site plan for James Point Plat 1, Lot 27 at 1675 Northwest Gettysburg Lane. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Melissa?
The owner and applicant is 1031-22 LLC. The property is located north of Northwest Gettysburg Lane and east of Northwest 17th Street. Contains 1.48 acres in area. The property is zoned M1 Light Industrial District. It is outlined in red on the screen. We'll go to the next slide to zoom into the site plan here. The project includes the construction of one building that is just a little over, or it's a little under 21,000 square feet in area and 30 feet in height. No monument signs or trash enclosures are proposed for this site. 2 accesses will be provided to the site, one off of Northwest 17th Street and one off of Northwest Gettysburg Lane. Parking and landscaping requirements are being met. A 40-foot landscape buffer will be provided along the north property line, adjacent to the existing townhome development to the north. A 10-foot wide trail exists along Northwest 17th Street. A 5-foot wide sidewalk will be constructed along the north side of Northwest Gettysburg Lane. Public utilities are provided to the site. Stormwater detention will be provided with an off-site regional basin. You can see it in this last one to the northeast of that site. That basin is owned and maintained by the property owner to the north. Building elevations, let me go to that slide. Maybe, there we go. The building elevations are proposed to be constructed mostly of precast concrete panels and glazing. I think that is it for that. Sorry, it's being really slow. Staff recommends approval of the site plan, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Okay, please vote.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Item I9, consideration of approval of a resolution approving site plan for Panda Express at 910 East Hickman Road. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Melissa?
PowerPoint, but I just went blank on me. Give me a second here. I can figure this out. There we go. I think it's working now. Okay, sorry about that. The owner is Waukee 2 LLC and the applicant is Panda Express Inc. The property is located south of Hickman Road and west of Southeast Alice's Road, containing just over an acre in area. The property is zoned C1 Community and Highway Service Commercial District with a planned development overlay. The project includes the construction of a single-story restaurant building for Panda Express. The building is 2,700 square feet in area and about 23 feet in height. The site includes, let me zoom in so you can see this a little bit, maybe. Going on. The site includes 2 drive-through lanes located along the south and east sides of the building. A trash enclosure will be provided just to the south of the proposed building. 2 accesses will be provided into the site off of the public street, Southeast Archer Avenue, just to the west. There will also be 2 shared, there will be 2 shared access drives into the overall development going to the east. Parking and landscaping requirements are being met. A 5-foot wide public sidewalk will be installed along the west side of the site. And then a pedestrian connection will be provided into the site from that proposed sidewalk. And it will continue along the north side of the site into the east throughout that overall development. Public utilities are provided to the site. Stormwater detention will be provided with a detention basin, which is located along the north side of the site. And then let me see if it will let me go to the building elevations. Might not. The building elevations are proposed to be constructed mostly of stone, stucco, and composite cladding. And then the trash enclosure will be constructed of stone and stucco to match the building. If you would like to see the building elevations, please ask me. I can email you those. They're on our website. Staff recommends approval of the site plan, and I would be happy to answer any questions.
All right, are there any questions? All right, please vote.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you trying and your dedication to getting that done. With that, agenda item J, reports. Brad?
Thank you, Mayor. Technology always works except for when you need it to work. A couple of items coming up because we do not have a meeting next week. First of all, next Monday, October 27th, it is a no school day. And we're happy to sponsor in partnership with Iowa DNR our Trick or Trout event. That'll be held at Triumph Park between 11:30 and 2. It's a pretty cool event where the DNR is out and they are stocking those ponds with trout. And there are several of them that are marked. And if you're able to catch one of those, you can turn in the tag for a fun prize through our Parks and Recreation Department. And then secondly, next Friday, the 31st, is trick or treating night. Just as a reminder, this has been changed from previous years in that it will be held on Halloween night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's all I have.
No report.
Chris?
No report.
Anna? No report. Rob?
No report?
No report.
Charlie?
No report.
Well, I just wanted to also add that there's a lot happening this week. There's a workforce roundtable tomorrow for economic development, 2 park ribbon cuttings this week if the weather doesn't cancel us out, and the city council forum this Thursday evening. I unfortunately can't make it because the school district has all the activities all on the same night, but good luck to everybody. With that, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.